Your friend.
I am an expensive friend to have, and we are going to only dip into that because I have high taste for the Monsties that we're going to be writing and hopefully sniffing out tonight. Chase, we're playing Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection. I'm currently level 23. I put a good amount of time into the trial version of this game. You just got your hands on it, I believe, on Friday, maybe Thursday.
Mm-hmm. That's true. But I am already at level 20. So, okay. You know, I've put a good amount of time into this game. Although I'm still in the first area.
Okay.
So I haven't really left that yet. So you're going to show me some new things from this video game today.
I just got to this area, so it's kind of new for me as well. But I thought tonight, outside of making this big for everybody else to watch, I thought it would be good to just like maybe level up a little bit for my character, because I do think I'm probably slightly under leveled for where I'm at. Maybe find some of the new monsters.
Let's see some stats. I want to see your equipment. I want to see the monsters that you're running with.
So
I see you do not have the best girl as your partner.
I don't, because we just got into, well, hang on a second. You're Cora, correct?
Cora is the best girl, obviously.
Yeah, Cora's best girl.
I think Eleanor is fine. She just reminds me a little bit too much of Gwen Stacy. And it's just like I have Spider-Gwen on my team, which is fine. I like Gwen Stacy. But it's like Cora is just like a cool, just Cora's cool.
Cora's awesome.
I like Cora.
Have you done her side quest story yet?
Not yet. I've been going through those right now. I've done Eleanor's and I've done the old guys.
Hers was fun.
My way to Cora.
There's a big story beat that happened that's kind of why I'm hanging out with Eleanor right now. So I think I'm at a point where I can switch that back out, but I just figured for this, well, maybe we'll do it tonight. As far as my equipment goes, I'm running I got a level 2 bone hammer, and I've still got the Valkyrie blade and an iron bow. I'm wearing alloy armor, but I have the transmog just wearing like the standard one that I put a different color on.
Yeah, I struggle with the armors in this game because some of them look pretty cool. Only the guys. The girl armor continues to look like absolute fucking garbage, which is sad because I would really like to play as a lady in these games. But I have found myself transmogging back to the original armor set that they give you, just because especially in cutscenes, it's super weird when somebody's like, "Hey, what's going on?" and you just come in this bulky ass armor.
I know.
And go, "Hey guys, I'm over here." And like, get the fuck out. It's weird. It's too weird.
I'm with you, and like I like a lot of the armors from the game on the guys. I when I find the ones I like, I'll get it, but I'm also very peculiar about the style of armor that it's like, we played Destiny a long time ago, and I always had like a certain type of coat I would wear in the Warlock. I didn't always like the more like magistrate type stuff. So anyway, I'll tell you, like, I'm not getting too deep into the like breeding and moving things around right now, interspecies that I have, like where I'm trying to like inherit traits yet. I'm still pretty early in the game, as I mentioned, but I am running a few that I think are helpful for two things: balance in combat and covering all my bases when it comes to exploring the open world. So that's kind of how I'm rocking with it. I typically try and keep two powerful, two technical, two speed focused ones in my party. I don't know if that's like the best meta for it, but that's how I've rolled in these games, and I'm having a pretty good time.
It generally is, and like unless you are specifically going against some kind of boss and know that you are going to go up against it and know the two types of moves it might use and just metagame it that way, I think it makes perfect sense to have two power, two speed, two tech.
Yeah. So right now, I've got, this is probably like one of my strongest. It's my level S Raytheon here. So I've got Ratha, just having it be more of the story beat with the game. I got a Yankaku. I also have a green Plesiath. I've got the Nersilia, I think is how they say it.
Yeah, Nerselia, whatever. Yeah.
And then, of course, an Anjanath. So water, climbing, and flying is covered here, or gliding, which I think I don't remember the flying being this nerfed in the other game.
I think it is in the first game, if you can even do it at all in the first game. But yeah, I think the second game definitely gives you a little bit more free form flying and gliding, and this one is definitely like you can glide a good ways, but you are definitely going down.
Oh yeah,
you have no 100%. Way of going back up. Well, it's not true. There are updrafts that you can go up, but you don't have any player agency on just moving up.
Let's grab an egg. Let's see what we get here.
Sure.
So you left the area that you're at. There is a village that you've come into, and apparently people from where you come from are not well loved here, and so you're dealing with some of those things right now. This is just a standard ass common den. Always some good mats to grab. Let's see what kind of eggs we're working with. I think that's a fanged. Yeah, there's a fanged beast. That's a Leviathan. I think. I can't remember if those are. Those might be beasts too. Let's see what we get.
I think these are all different eggs from what I've seen. Somnicanth.
Have you seen that? That's like the real like eel snake looking one. Looks like a deep sea creature kind of.
I've probably seen it in a previous game, but I don't remember it off the top of my head now.
He's a motherfucker. He kind of coils up and does a lot of sleep and paralysis shit.
Okay. Here's a new one. Yeah. If you don't have the actual name, know
what we got here.
Even better,
Yeah, I'm gonna get this one because those things seem pretty good to have from some of its debuff shit it can do. Again, it can make you sleepy. Can really kind of fuck with poison. And I think I got another one of these eggs already hatched, so we can start to release some stuff at a camp and work on that.
Well, the interesting thing about this game that the other games don't have is this idea of releasing monsters back into the wild to get better monsters. Um, and I understand what it's going for, and I kind of like the idea of catching monsters and throwing it back to get better ones, but it also devalues requiring getting those good eggs early.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if I have a high quality egg or not. I just need eggs. I just need eggs of these monsters because I'm going to throw them all back until I'm S rank, and then I start caring about when I get the good ones. So it's been a little weird for me of caring and not caring about some kinds of monsters or eggs in this game, where I feel like in previous games it's like, oh, I got an Anjanath, that's going to be my boy. And when I played this game, the first time I got an Anjanath, I was like, okay, I got one, but I don't give a shit about this one. I need to go get the good one. And that's been a little weird for me when I've been playing the game like that.
I think that I look at it as like more of an investment at that point. It's like, I know I'm going to want one of these. And if I'm going to have one of these, like, I want a shiny. If I can get a shiny Pokemon, I'm getting a shiny Pokemon. That's harder to get, of course. But if I know that this is going to be like a monster that I'm riding with for most of the game, then I probably am going to try and get a version that I would not be upset I didn't get it another time.
Yeah. I do like at least the mutations in this game. We've seen these kinds of mutations in the past. Like there's you showed off a Rathian. There's also a pink Rathian, which is, you just in other games, in other Monster Hunter Stories games, you would have found a pink Rathian, and it's fine. And in this game, if you release enough Rathians, you will eventually get the mutation that has the pink Rathian that shows up. And then if you release enough of those, you'll get the queen, the Dread Queen Rathian.
Yes.
And you'll get that different variant. So I have enjoyed at least that way of trying to get different variants and using the system in that way. But I still think it a little bit devalues individual monsters, which I don't know. I get it. And I think in some games it makes a little bit more sense, but in this game specifically, it feels like, oh, these guys are like, you're tight with these guys, you're bonded to these guys forever, and then you start playing the game and you just go, oh well, I'm throwing away all these eggs. and it's a little bit of a disconnect.
I think it's been interesting with the mutation, where it's kind of coming from like an ecosystem of, hey, these things weren't here before and you've put them in and it's really fucked things up in it. I like that aspect of it, where it's like we're mutating because of those things. Like the Rathian wasn't around when I first started that area, and then you find it, you introduce it, and it's like, well, hang on a second, now there's this pink one and all this other kind of cascading shit with it. But I find it to be problematic for a guy like me, because it's like, I don't want to play the game until I kind of have this ready to go. So I've gotten a little bit of maybe if I use this as like a way I'm going to unwind, like I want to knock out some of the story beats, and then tonight I'll spend the last 30 of my play session just doing kind of what we're doing right now. Because I'm intentionally not moving the story forward, because I know you're playing this game. I don't necessarily want to get caught up in a lot of that right now. So if I'm doing this now, I might run a few story missions later on tonight before I go to bed. But we'll have to see.
I also think it's fucking hilarious how the game tries to justify the mutations and the breeding, the releasing stuff, the endangered species.
Yeah,
it's so fucking funny. So there's like a little child. She's not a child, but she's younger. She's a newer ranger. She very much looks up to you, the prince or princess, depending on what gender you're playing. And she's just learning. So you're kind of teaching her the ropes about how being a ranger works. And part of that is stealing these eggs from their nests, so we can hatch the monsters and put them on our teams. And then also they say, but also we we release the monsters too, and the line is, it might sound counterintuitive, but it's best for the ecology of the land. And like, excuse me, this idea of you stealing these monsters from their nests, from their habitats, and then releasing them later, just, I don't think you needed to point to it. Like, they lampshaded it in a way that I think is really fucked up.
Listen, they always try to get you to capture the monster more than kill it. But people still like to bleed those things out for sure.
Yeah.
Let's give him a debuff chaser.
Like, part of what they're saying makes a little bit of sense when they talk about, oh, there are these invasive species, these invasive monster species, and they're the reason these rarer monsters are being eradicated. And so it's our job to stop that from happening. And you go, okay, so we're just gonna like put down some of the invasive species, right? And they go, oh, well, that's part of it, but we're also gonna steal all these eggs,
yes.
for the good of the species.
Yes.
Like,
for the greater
hang
good.
on. I think you missed something there.
Ooh, got him.
Also noticing here, your Eleanor has a different sword than my Eleanor. Do your teammates eventually get better gear? Do you get to choose that?
I did not choose it. I don't know if I get the opportunity to, but I think some shit kind of changed when we moved from that location.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool to see them kind of evolve a little bit as you continue to play the game.
Let's hit him with a sweet spot. So I'm trying to break his face really quick to avoid getting poisoned.
Sure.
There we go. But we'll get his tail next.
You forgot about his ass poison.
I forgot about his ass poison. You never forget about the ass poison. Do you want me to speed this up, by the way?
Whatever you want. We've seen a good amount of battle here, but
okay.
So you don't get to choose anything that your opponents, not your opponent, your ally and your ally's Monstie do. They go and are doing exactly what they're going to do.
Correct.
You get the option of what you're going to do, and then you can sometimes, in a very narrow way, choose what your Monstie does.
Correct. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that I had a little bit more control. Actually, hang on, I'm gonna back this up here. I think I'm gonna do his tail now. Let's do a slash. I would absolutely think that you could control them in the prior game. I thought you could.
You could. You can choose to have them do a special move, I think, but I don't think you could choose to say, "Hey, Monstie, I want you to do a technical attack this time." You'd have to bring in a monster that is more interested in doing those kinds of attacks, and maybe they would do them. In this game, it seems like they're a little bit more specialized, where it feels like the Monstie that you bring in kind of always does that same thing. Yeah, those are cool animations for sure.
Sorry,
they absolutely just looked at Persona and said, "Can we do the all-out attack?" And they say, "Yeah, absolutely, we can do the all-out attack. Why not? Just throw it in."
Let's see if we can find something that's not the. Yeah, let's go fight this thing. And then I gotta find a camp, Chase. We gotta find a camp so we can release some shit. See what we got going on there. I think.
Do you have a camp in this area, or will you have to make a camp?
I'm gonna have to make one, I think. Nice. Again, I can go and exchange goods at the village right now. They're at least letting me do that, but I don't want to spoil too much. But there's a certain creature that they keep there with them that they think is like on its way out, and they're gonna have you kind of go and try and get eggs and shit for it. So we'll see how that goes. Let's get our Anjanath out and get him some Burning Fang. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna heat him up while we got this going. And then I will go into a preemptive. Let's see. I'll keep my hammer out. Will I keep my hammer out? Yeah, we'll break his foot.
I think if you are a fan of the mainline Monster Hunter games, I think Monster Hunter Stories 3 is leaning more in the direction of more traditional Monster Hunter
yes
games, which I think is good for the players who like that.
Yeah.
I don't really like original traditional Monster Hunter, so I think some of the changes they have in the combat, where specifically it's more about the weapons. These weapons feel, even in a turn-based combat game, they feel so much more close to how the weapons work in traditional Monster
Agreed.
Hunter games. Whether it's using the katana and having to use special moves to get special stances, or the big sword that you see Eleanor using, the way she is charging up abilities to be able to unleash bigger attacks later. Those, they put a whole lot more depth into the combat with those systems, and I think it's pretty good. But I also feel like the game is starting to crumble a little bit under its own weight of having so many systems in combat. There is a lot of shit going on in these battles.
There's a lot. It's a very complicated. I mean, I will say that I've been playing a lot of turn-based games, and I was up until Pocopia came out, and then this, which are like weeks apart from one another. I was deep into, and I still have like fired it up, Dragon Quest 7. And so going from their combat system, which is like on the very far end of like, is this like baby's first JRPG combat? Mm-hmm. And that's not disparaging. It's just very confident, very simple. To something like this, it's a little bit more intense for sure.
Right. You have these three different kinds of attacks: the power, the speed, the technical. You have different skills that your characters can use that sometimes will have power, speed, or technical versions that you can do. You've got your Monstie, which has its own set of moves that it can do, and you can switch out monsters. You have three different weapons that you have equipped at the same time that you can switch out per the different things that you want to do with them. You've got the monster that you're facing has these different parts that you can just see there, and they have different weaknesses to different kinds of attacks. The monsters themselves have elemental weaknesses and strengths that they're using. The same for your monsters, that they have elemental style attacks, so don't even worry about doing like slashing damage or something like that. You also have to worry about who does fire damage versus electric damage versus whatever. The stagger stuff, the stances of the different monsters, where they will go into an enraged mode and then their attacks work differently. Like, I'm also just scratching the surface here of some of the things that this game does to you in the combat, and it makes for every battle being a pretty involved affair. And I think that's cool on one hand, that you do have these really complex battles, but it also makes the grind really slow, because every single battle has to be a big battle. The only way that they've really combated that idea, and to be fair, I think it's a good way that we've seen work in other video games, is that once you get over a certain level above the monsters in that area, then all you have to do is use the preemptive attack on the field, and you will just defeat them instantly, like in the way that Earthbound does it. When you're enough levels above the random battles that you'll find, when you touch one of the enemies, they'll just go down and you'll get the experience. And so that's a way of grinding, but it's not really an engaging way of grinding, because all you're doing is just kind of smacking things. It turns the game into a bad action game when you're doing it that way.
That's how
or
Dragon
you get
Quest
into these
too.
very deep battles when you're actually doing the real battles.
Where I found it to be helpful in Dragon Quest is there's like vocations that you can get in that game, and they level up the same way that your abilities do. And I can go into an area and just start fucking spamming. Here, we'll go fight one of these things. I can start spamming all that and like quickly grind out different jobs. And that's how I've been kind of getting to the sub layers of those.
Yeah.
All right. If I
By the way, on these battles, I know you've been hitting them with the fireball to knock them down.
Mm-hmm.
But if you then do the preemptive strike on them, you're going to do like 400 points of damage before the battle even starts.
Yeah.
Like you're getting this attack of opportunity here, but you're not getting that extra damage.
What do you mean? If I shoot them and knock them down first?
Well, once you've knocked them down and you touch them, you get that preemptive state where you are now, where you get to attack them for free on a turn. But if you don't even have to knock them down to do this. But if you do your just field attack on one of the monsters, you do a big chunk of damage, and then you get the free attack.
I shot him with the right trigger. Doesn't that do that?
No, that just is a knockdown.
Oh shit!
Which, that gets you like an extra bonus material, but then you actually want to also hit them with your real attack.
Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
All right. God damn. Oh, good to know.
I mean, if you want to, you can run away from this battle and then try doing it again to him.
Oh yeah.
Or you can finish the battle.
Just
whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we'll do the next one.
But it is really nice to get 400, 500 points of damage on somebody before the battle even starts. It makes a big difference on some of these battles.
I'm trying to decide
because they're also fucking long.
I know. Is he going technical or is he going fast? Let's just go with speed here. Let's see what that does for us.
This guy, I think, actually is new to the Monster Hunter Stories series. I don't remember seeing this guy at all.
Oh, really?
I'm sure you fought him in Monster Hunter World or whatever you play. You know, your weird video games.
My weird ones. I think he's technical. All right, this one is where he's definitely changed his stance, and I'm trying to remember which one this is. We're gonna go power on him because I think this is technical.
Okay. I mean, I'm gonna guess it's speed because your companion generally will pick the right thing against them too. So seeing that she and Anjanath, I don't think it matters because this guy's attacking her, but generally they're pretty good. So I think she's gonna get the double attack on this one. I could be wrong though.
Nope.
Hey, she did it. The partners have been solid.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
Like Eleanor does a ton of damage, and so she's nice to have in there. Cora uses a gun lance, so she is honestly not just best girl, but she's a really good party member too, because she will use her shelling attacks that will take down some of the opponent's stats and put her guard up. She will taunt opponents, so they'll go after her instead of you.
She's a tank.
Like she is a fantastic partner to have that keeps you alive quite a bit. So I've really liked using her outside of her just being a great character. She is also a really good party member mechanically.
She's been like immediately somebody that I thought was pretty rad from the time I spent in the trial. I was like, I can't wait to get to spend more time there. She was good. Let's see here. It's gonna be technical again. Let's go Burning Fang. All right, I broke that part on it. I guess I'll get my hammer out really quick. Okay, we'll do power attack, and then here. Hang on, where are you going? I want you to do Burning Fang on that. And then I will follow up with my hammer here. Great.
Not bad. This guy's dead. He's not gonna get another attack.
Toast.
Especially if she's gonna use Anja.
Oh yeah.
I also like that your companions have named monsters. Like they will have named all their monsters. Not something I would ever do with mine. You know, we are team don't name your Pokemon. But I do like that at least my companion goes, oh, this is Angie. Angie is my Anjanath, and you know that's the old guy has the Pookie named Chirpy, I think. And so I think it's fun to just see what they call their Monsties. Even though I could never.
I would never. Let me check something really quick. So we want to set up a camp. Is there any spots that look like we can on here? There's a camp.
Okay. Oh, you already have a camp set up. Yep. I see.
All right. Let's pop in here and release. Actually, can I is there a stable? Do you have stables over here? I thought somebody has stables usually.
No, it's in the camp.
Oh, okay. Because we can hatch those other eggs and then let's see what we get here. There it is.
A little cute Somnicanth. It's crazy to me that they built all the baby versions, they made all the assets, and they only get used in this one tiny little animation, and then they all instantly grow up. So as cute as these all look, you never get to use any of these.
This is it.
It's very weird.
All right, manage. Wait, hang on a second. There we go. Habitat restoration. All right. Let's see. So there's one we haven't uncovered yet. What are we working with? We got any dupes? I got a dupe here. Think you're going. We'll get rid of you. Actually, yeah, we'll get rid of you.
Why would you get rid of him? He doesn't do anything. Or you're just getting rid of him to get rid of him?
Well, I could release him in here and mutate something. Maybe I won't do that.
Is that how that works?
If we start to add, because these monsters aren't present there, so I think that's where I've gotten some of the mutation stuff to happen, is when you're introducing a new species into an ecosystem that they're not from. Because right now we just have, because you have the restoration slots, so I can put them in, and that's where it's like you have to pick which one you want to be here. So I'd have to get rid of one of these, and bring them into an ecosystem that they're not present in, and that's where you're going to get some weird shit to start coming. I think that's how it played out, but let's just stick with what's here. So I've got, I think there was one that we just got with a rainbow. Yep, that's a rainbow one, and that's a rainbow one. So I'll get rid of two of those. Hang on to one in case I want to level it up. Who else do we got out here? Pookies. How many of those do I have?
I understand why you're keeping them, but again, this goes into how I have been seeing this game, and how I feel like they've put the mindset in me.
Well, I can just get rid of 3 and do an S.
And be done with it. Yeah, it's like any of the ones that I have right now are C rank ones. Like they all suck. Like throw them in the garbage. Like they are only there to get me to the S rank ones, and then I can start caring about them. So it is a little sad that, hey, the first time I caught a Rathian, I was like, oh, I love a Rathian. I'm going to use this guy forever. And then 5 minutes later, I went, oh, I should throw all of these Rathians away. Like these are useless monsters to me until I get up to the S rank, and then I start caring. And only then do I, even then I still want like the super special egg that you can get, which you have to hunt for.
Oh yeah.
So it is real weird the way I feel like I've just been tossing monsters away and not caring about them, even when the game goes, oh, my partner's bond is so strong, we're gonna stay friends forever, and then I go, no, I'm tossing that guy in the garbage in 2 seconds.
I think I got everybody out here that we need, or that makes the most sense right now. Let's release them. So that frees some stuff up. Then we can maybe see if we can find that 5th one. I wonder if I have to move the story forward. It's like tied to story beat. I wonder if they got something like that going on.
I maybe, but I bet if they're showing you a question mark here, it's probably you just haven't encountered it yet in the.
That's fair.
In the area, you just need to explore the area more.
Let's eat something. Let's eat some increase.
Yeah, they added cooking back to this game.
Hell yeah!
Or back. This cooking was not in Monster Hunter Stories. Of course, it's a huge part of the original Monster Hunter. But they've brought that in here, and these are just temporary buffs, right?
Mm-hmm. Just like the game, or the main line.
Yeah, but those are buffs that are like per mission that you go on, right?
Yep.
And these just say, hey, for the next 30 minutes, you just have this buff, no matter how many battles you do or how many monsters you find.
Ooh, new flavor bonus. Okay. I think we've done all that we need to here. I don't think I can swap out my party. Maybe I can do that in the menu here. Can I change that? Change back? Yeah, let's do that. Let's get Cora out here. Get Best Girl out here for the
my girl
back half of it. There she is. Okie dokie.
I see that your sword friend is not with you. Oh, right. He's still on like his special mission for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
He was going on a special mission before I started doing side quests, which I also thought very funny from the story. Where it's like, whoa, like we got to go take care of this now. I'm gonna go ahead. You come meet me. And then everybody else just says, "Hey, do you want to do a side quest now?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I guess I want to do 5 side quests before I get to this incredibly important story beat that sounds kind of urgent."
Yeah, do all the side quest stuff for sure.
Yeah, I'm going to. It's just very, very funny sometimes the way the game presents information.
So we're just gonna keep grabbing some eggs. We're gonna move up this a little bit, see if we can find something.
Yeah, I want to see where the last monster in this area is.
Excuse me. All right. These don't look to be anything. Oh, there's orange and yellow.
That orange is that a?
Ooh, we haven't got that one yet either.
That's a new one. Yeah.
Yep.
Is that? I think that's going to be a Tigrex.
That'd be good.
The red and yellow one, tiger striped one.
I'm hoping we get one of those.
Now, all of these are new Monsties to you.
Yeah. Oh. Oh no, I'm gonna keep looking.
Sure.
Stop me if you've seen it. That's a new one. Okay, we can't get any more.
You're stuck with it now.
We're stuck with that. Still, we don't. I've not opened one of those up, so we're not too far.
Got a lot of new monsters available to you here.
Yep. That I love that part. I think the loop of these games are really good. Like, get the eggs, do the battles, go through that. Like, I enjoy that. Now, I think I'm probably feeling a little bit cozier with this than you are at this point, just because it is, as you called out, borrowing more from mainline than I think the prior ones did.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much of it will be a deal breaker or not for you.
I don't think it's a deal breaker at all, but there certainly are aspects of this game that I'm just thinking, man, I love Monster Hunter Stories, the original one, so much, and I really enjoyed the second game as well. But I feel like over time they have been turning these games into the Monster Hunter games that I'm not as interested in playing. And that's not to say these are bad. Yeah, so see, you're going to get like 400 damage on it. 984. So you just get like a big chunk of damage before you even start. God. And so you can still hit him with the fireball to start with, and it'll knock him down, and then you can go in and smack him. So then you get the material for knocking them down, plus you get all the damage.
Look at Cora's new fucking lance. Holy shit.
It's pretty sweet. I liked her original one too, the insect looking one.
Yeah.
That was pretty sweet. But yeah, she's good. And I forgot what Gravy is, but I like that big rock monster too. He's beefy.
All right, resisting fire. I can't remember if this thing's moving. What has she switched over to? Technical. That makes sense. We'll do the same thing. Can I poison this? Or should I do some water? Do I have technical water? I don't think I have technical water.
Well, at this point, you don't. It's not attacking you, so you don't have to do technical. If you just have anybody with water, it's fine.
Let's sweet spot it.
See, she took that like a champ.
Yeah.
So she already guarded up. Really good.
All right, this thing's going to be going that way. Just resisting all she's doing. Debuff chaser.
Have you done much with the decorations on armor yet?
No, I haven't done hardly anything with that so far. I haven't gone and like exchanged shit to get like new move sets yet. I wanted to get to this area because I feel like the game's opened up. I'm going to spend a little bit of time kind of like starting to tinker with that a little bit.
I would highly encourage you to do that because the higher sets you have on the higher level you have on weapons or armor, the more decorations you can put on. And when they say decorations, those are not cosmetic. Those are basically slots in your armor and weapons to get extra stuff. So for your weapon, it's extra types of attacks because all your weapons have their own kinds of attacks. Hammers do these kinds of attacks. Katanas do these kinds of attacks. But you can take ones from specific katanas and put it onto any katana with the decoration. And then the ones that you can get for armor are just straight buffs. So I've got one on my armor right now that heals me like 50 health points every time I attack.
Oh shit.
And I also use the katana that has the stances where I do follow-up attacks all the time, and that counts for a follow-up attack too. So I'm just gaining like 200 health per round because I'm following up attack on everybody's attacks and just getting all that health gain. It's kind of
can you do that
nuts.
Here? Maybe. Can we get anything else here? I can get a better
well, I think you could do it from your just menu, but to get those decorations, you have to go to a town and buy those things from the market.
Exchange for special goods.
Exchange for special goods. Yeah.
Okay. So why don't
you like go down to the armor ones? These are all weapon ones. There you go. All these green ones.
Food recipes, combo.
No, the green emerald ones. There you go.
Elemental breaker, item saver, slight chance to not consume items, slightly increases damage dealt to monster parts when exploiting a monster's elemental weakness. I've done pretty good with that. Let's see, what gauge, weakness, speed, low chance to act first in turn order, not a bad thing. By skills in exchange for a higher stamina cost. Low chance to negate darkness, bleeding, sleep. Slightly reduces damage taken from dragon attacks, ice, thunder, water, non-elemental. Okay. Increased retreat rate of slain monsters.
I put that one on for sure.
Yeah.
I think maybe different shops have different sets of these because there was definitely one that was like a health boost in the first town.
Recovers the user's HP.
Oh, maybe it was just that one. Oh well, no. That's a move.
Oh yeah.
These are all moves. So I think you probably have to go back to the first town and go grab the one that gets you health, but. These are just pretty good. I also have one that gives me slightly better drops, I think. Like slightly better quality drops, or a chance for slightly better quality drops.
I can get up to level 62 Pookie. That'd be not bad. I think I can get to that.
I do like the Pookie armor set.
It's one of my favorites. I love that from the actual mainline series as well.
But that one, like, you can't go into a cutscene wearing that armor. They do take the helmet off in cutscenes, which is good, but the previous games just had the ability to take the helmet off whenever you wanted to, and this game does not. You have to keep that helmet on when you're just walking around.
Rathian armor is really cool. I do like the look of it.
Yeah, it still looks a little stupid in cutscenes, but I do agree that just normally it looks like cool armor.
What you don't like the Lumu armor?
No, I do not.
No? What about the Ludrith?
I think that's better, but still bad.
Some of these are bad.
Yeah, some of these are bad. But again, remember, they all look worse on the woman characters.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's ridiculous how bad the female armor sets are in this game.
So those are,
which I know they're pulling from traditional Monster Hunter games too. They all look bad in those games too. I don't make the rules.
No,
I wish it was better.
We're gonna do this. I got the recipe I found out there. I think I got enough to make it. I do. We're gonna make this guy. What?
You need a fourth. You need a fourth stamp.
Damn. Okay, we're not gonna make that one. I guess I'll just hang tight on the bow front.
go back into that menu, because I think this menu also really fucking sucks. They give you the option. You can see in there in the top left, it says pressing the right thumbstick to can forge upgrades, and I think they're just lying to you. Because I go into some of these and go, okay, these are the ones that I can make upgrades for, and I try to go in and I can't make the upgrade, and I go, what did you mean?
We should make this thing. Let's make it.
That is a cool looking blade. Looks a whole lot better than the armor for this guy, that's for sure.
I want to replace the Valkyrie. Hell yeah. Okay, that's good. I really feel like I should either just upgrade this here to get to 34 on the bow and call it good. I think I have the stuff to make it. Oh yeah, I got plenty to make this thing. Okay, we'll just upgrade.
The problem is, like, all these normal ass looking weapons are actually end up being pretty bad, or end up being very out leveled by the monster inspired ones.
Sure.
But you can at least upgrade them earlier, so I guess you get more decorations on them, which could be, maybe that's a little balance thing that you can do. I kind of wish you could transmog the weapons as well.
All right, I think that's going to help us. We just got our ass kicked by that thing, so I feel like I need to start putting some emphasis on that. Let me double check armor really quick. So can I get, is this saying I can make all these or just that one?
Exactly. See, like, these are, it's not very useful. Hang on.
I can't.
You cannot make this.
I cannot make that. No. Okay.
So why would it be in this list? And I think it's in this list because you currently have it equipped. But that doesn't, I don't know. I don't know why they would keep, it should be so much easier. It should be so much clearer on what you can and can't make. It's wild that it doesn't.
Well, no, I shouldn't do that, should I? Oh, I guess I already did. Whoops. Oh well. I don't want to.
It's fine. You probably have a billion of those materials, so it's fine to just level them up.
I mean, I can make that. I could make it. I could do it.
It's technically stronger.
Technically, in a lot of ways, visually and that's 44. 44. I don't think I can make. Can I make this?
You can.
That's probably what we should do.
Yeah. And this looks like really cool armor until you try going into a cutscene with it, and you look like a fucking dork. Especially when you take the helmet off. You look like a complete dork.
So we're gonna keep what I have on, but we just did a pretty slick upgrade there.
Sure.
Now you were saying you go into this menu and that's where you put your.
Yes. You X to go back. X change decoration, yeah. So you don't have any of those decorations for hammers.
Okay.
But if you bought one, you could slot it into that hammer. So go into the armor.
Okay. There we go. Shit.
And you don't have, I guess you need to level this up again.
Weird.
Oh, it's unlocked at level 3. So you will eventually get an armor slot for that one that you can slot something into.
Sweet. Okay. Oh, you know what we could do while we're here? I could just hatch that egg. See what we got.
Sure.
Because we got at least 2 new ones, right? One.
If they don't 100%, if they don't say the actual name of it, it's a new monster to you.
There it is.
Yeah, there you go. You just fought that.
We just fought it. Is that?
But now you got one.
I wonder if that's the 5th one from.
Could be. Go to the habitat. Yeah.
It's not.
No, there's another one.
Okay.
Another one hanging around. But there were also like 4 different eggs that you didn't have.
That's true.
In that last den, so.
That is true. Which way was that den that we went to? Was it back this way?
Why don't you go to the map for a second? Just see if there's any of the gold. Nope, no gold ones yet.
Not yet. Let's go past this because I think that's going to open up a part of the map. We're getting near the edge of what's available there. This is where we ran into that fight. also. I'm going to scoot to the right and bypass that for a second.
Oh yeah, you had to get that sap plant.
Just want to see how the new shit works.
Yeah.
Yeah. You. Okay. Looks to be pretty good.
Yeah. Some of these animations are real cool.
Oh yeah. We'll do a chin
Though it is
square.
nice that you can speed them up.
Yeah, just especially if you're out grinding doing this shit. We're trying to show off a little bit more. I feel like we're hitting a lot harder.
Could be.
Not good enough for an S, apparently.
Oh, I will tell. Here's another thing I fucking hate about this game, which is a very tiny thing, but you saw in the ranking system there.
Yep.
It shows off the little lines where you're like, oh, those were the different grades are. If you get to that second to last line,
yeah,
where it should go from a B to an A,
yeah,
it doesn't care. Like it still gives you a B.
Why?
And it's just when it's on the line, it's like no, that's still a B. Or even if you're a little past the line, it goes no, that's still a B. Like what are these lines here for?
Yeah,
the line is denoting the space between B and A, and you're going no, that's still a B. Like that's stupid. I don't think the rankings really matter all that much in this game, but it does piss me off to no end. You put a clear thing in your game to delineate the difference between B and A ranking, and then it doesn't work that way anyway. Angry.
So I want to be careful here because we got a rare den for not even being I'm sorry, it's not a rare den, but it's a dual spawn, which I don't think I've ever seen just a standard den have a dual spawn. It's usually the rares that do.
Yeah, these can also. I've run into this a couple times, but yeah, it does do the dual. I don't think it matters. I think they treat the different nests as separate entities, but I always go for the further den first, just on the off chance that I take too many eggs and then a monster comes out and I have a shorter way to run. But I think they just treat both the nests as separate, where if you go to the far nest, you can only grab so many ones. Oh, is this our one?
I'm looking for a potent one.
But I think you need to keep this. I think that's our Tigrex.
All
I want it. I want to see what that is.
Okay. Cool. Let me go grab this one really quick, and then I'll come back for that other one.
Tigrex is cool. That's a good monster.
Tigrex is really cool. I'm trying to think, like, isn't it more winter? No. Tigrex is not winter. I'm thinking of the other one, the saber-tooth looking tiger.
Yeah, the polar bear saber-tooth thing. I forgot what that is. I have one somewhere.
He's cool. He's a motherfucker to fight. So that's a flying wyvern.
That's the one you just got.
Yeah. I already got a gargoyle. No potence. They're very highly potent, I should say. No HP eggs.
I also think it kind of sucks that they give you, like, when you look in the bottom right corner, you see that egg before you see it in the. And it's like that's cheating. I don't do that yet. I don't want to see it yet.
Give me an HP egg, you cowards. What in the world?
I don't know. Some of these nests are also unlimited. I believe you're at an unlimited nest where you can just keep getting them. But that might mean that when they're unlimited, you just don't have maybe it's a very low chance or no chance of getting a better egg. I don't know.
Well, why don't we grab 2 of these then?
Okay. Because if Tigrex is the other species here, releasing a couple of them is going to give you better Tigrexes over time.
Yep. Or if it's not a species here, we could make it a species here, get rid of another one, and just because we both like that.
Sure.
But I know we're getting near the end of the hour here, so what I'm going to do is go back to camp. We'll pop those around, and I think that'll be good for tonight.
Sounds good to me. How much time would you say you've put into this game so far?
I could probably just tell you really quick.
Okay. I know the save system doesn't tell you, but maybe if you're playing this on Steam, I guess it tells you there.
This says right now I've put 6.9 hours into this, but that does not include my time with the trial either.
Sure.
Because that was a separate product. So I would say I'm probably like 14, 15, maybe more. Hours on this.
I think I'm probably sitting around 7 to 10 at this point.
Okay, dude, let's see what that is. We're hoping for a Tigrex. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't be. We'll find out.
Look at that.
No.
Oh. I don't think I know this guy.
No, I don't know if I'm familiar either. Saragios? Siragos? I can't. Seregios? Okay.
Like Reggie for king?
Probably. Yeah. So it's a bird type, it looks like. Potentially.
One of those bird wyverns.
Let's see.
A lot of bird wyverns out there.
A lot of birds. Let's see if that. Not Ranger Mess. It was not.
Nope.
Have you messed around at all with? Oh, I need to go back into it. Have you done the gene stuff yet?
No, I have not unlocked the rite of channeling stuff yet in my playthrough. It's something that I've definitely used a lot in the other games. Don't you like? It's kind of like Persona Fusion a little bit, but you're basically stealing one. Are you just kind of like processing an entire monster to get its one skill to a different monster?
Yeah, and you want to get like the bingo on it. So I'm trying to find one.
Right.
Yeah, like I've got the bingo on that one. You can see. But I guess I don't have any rainbow ones available right now. I thought I had a couple with rainbow genes. I think we released them.
Yeah, could be.
Anyway.
I think I've got one or two with the rainbows, but
Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection. The story stuff really started to hit for me. I thought that the climax of leaving that area that you're in was pretty well done. And
they're telling a much more mature story here too. I mean, the first game is very much a kid's game. It's set in like a kid's perspective. The second game is a little bit better, or not better exactly, but a little bit more mature. And this one feels much more mature, which I've been enjoying the story of this game. It's really fucking weird that they still call them Monsties.
I agree. I agree. I think it was cool of them to try and take this IP and make it more accessible. And like, I think that the first thing they did was like, oh, we're going to make a kid's game, to your point. But it still was a complicated game enough for like, I don't know if I would turn my nephew loose with it. When I look at what's going on now, this has probably been in development for a bit. And I just wonder if they're looking at like, is this like people growing up with it? If you go back to when Monster Hunter Stories first came out, that was a 3DS game, right? Like, I think that came out when we had started early. I think 2017 maybe is when we did that, right?
Yeah, because I was talking about it at CC's Pizza.
Yep. Or that was 2016. So we're 10 years into it now. And maybe they're trying to like grow people up with the franchise. Maybe they're looking at data of people who are coming from Monster Hunter. Maybe they're trying to make it easier to, because I think these games have sold really well.
Yeah, but they haven't sold Monster Hunter well. They've sold well, and I think that might even be the prompt here is, hey, Monster Hunter's really having a moment now. People are really huge into the franchise, not just in Japan where they've always been into it, but now in America as well.
Totally.
And so we think this game, this RPG style, this Pokemonification of Monster Hunter, which was itself trying to kind of go for a new audience. Maybe we're trying to help push people who just play Pokemon RPGs like your friend Chase over here, and we're trying to get them more comfortable with Monster Hunter, so when we release the next Monster Hunter, the traditional Monster Hunter, they'll play that. But I think also they're doing it in a way hoping that people like Bobby over there, who likes traditional Monster Hunter, will go, oh, there is some more of the stuff that I like from Monster Hunter in this. Maybe I'll give it more of a shot. And it has a more mature story that I'm used to for Monster Hunter titles. And so I think they're just trying to find something. And I applaud them for trying. I don't know if this is necessarily 100% what I'm looking for. I think some of the decisions they're making here are pushing me away a little bit. I'm not going to stop playing this game, but I definitely think just from the little chunk that I've played, I think I prefer the first game and the second game a little bit more to this one. But they have still been doing some very cool things, and those two games don't have Korra, so
just true.
You know.
I loved 2. I mean, I thought 2 was fantastic. I think I actually said that there was I liked 2 better than Rise that year. I'm pretty sure, and
I think you did. I felt very vindicated about it.
I don't know where I would land. I mean, like Wilds was a mess in a lot of ways. It's fine. It's better now. It's a different year, so I don't have to kill a darling here. But so far, I'm having a really, really good time with this one. I do know there's a big game that comes out this week for me with Crimson Desert. I also recognize I'm a few weeks away from Pragmata. Pocopia is what I'm playing a lot of right now. This is a big game. These are lofty games, so we'll see how it goes. You know, like if I'm not head over heels by that point in time, which I mean, I'm just the second part of this game, so we'll see what could happen there. The story could really get me more invigorated with it than it already is. We'll see, but I'm playing this most evenings right now. Like I play Pocopia with Sarah when she goes to bed. I'm playing this, and that's kind of been where I'm riding it right now. So I'm going to progress the story tonight after we wrap up here, and we'll see. But if you want to hear more about monsters, and that is what we're doing here, we're celebrating Monster Week here at the Casual Hour. There's a lot of cool stuff going on with what we're doing. You can follow along right there. We're going to cover Pocopia in more details on Wednesday night. We're going to talk about this game. Chase is going to get into some of those nuanced things that he's looking at that might be adding more friction than what he wants. We might cover a few things from GDC, just like, hey, I saw this trailer, I thought that was really cool, did you happen to see it? We might riff a bit on that stuff. But again, you can follow along with a lot of our playthroughs. A lot of the games that we pick at the start of the month, we are playing on Monday nights, so you can see them in action. You can see how we feel after we play them. It's a good insight for Chase to check it out, because he's playing games differently than I am right now. That's the way to put it. But
that's the nicest way you've ever put it.
Yeah, that's the nicest way I've put it. But he's busy doing other things, which you can follow along with right here as he explains it, and it'll make a lot more sense why he's maybe playing differently.
I'm still playing video games. I have a different channel where all I do is play video games. It's called Chase Game Plays, and currently I'm playing through Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And you know what? That's been fun, generally. Yeah. This week, which I just recorded tonight, so it'll go up this Wednesday. This week was kind of the highest highs and the lowest lows put together in a single episode of Go Play a Star Wars. Manon, man, really gets you. That planet is
you gotta wrap that up.
I'm hoping to, but I should be off Manon by next episode, and hopefully have some real good progress and get finished with that game so I can move on to other stuff. Speaking of some of the that other stuff, tomorrow, in fact, I will be recording the new episode of Pilot Program with my good friend and good friend of our show as well, Pierce Corshane. That's called Pilot Program, where Pierce and I watch the first episodes of every television show ever made. That episode is going to be on The Muppet Show, which I'm very excited to talk about with Pierce. And so that episode, I don't know exactly when it'll go up. Probably not this weekend. I'm pretty busy, but I'm going to try to get that edited and up there maybe sometime next week. Fingers crossed. Yeah. So look forward to that.
A lot of cool stuff. Come back on Wednesday. We're going to tell you a little bit more about these monsters that we've been hanging out with and how we're feeling about them. It'll be a good time.